Ananias and Sapphira, why did they die? So if you read the book of Acts 4, you'll find a man called Barnabas. You understand? The disciples that started preaching, ordinary people, Pharisees who were the holy people, holier than thou, like some churches we have in Nigeria are like holy than the Pharisees type of people. You understand? Then the gospel of Jesus Christ came, which says a man cannot be saved by his work, only by true grace. So there were conflicts between two God's people, one who is living holy and one who believe only through grace. That's just the two. It's just the two things. The grace carries Jesus. That's why those living holy were criticizing it. So it is just two things. It is not who have accepted Jesus. No, it is who believe in Jesus. Believing in Jesus means you believe in grace. So the eternal life. So when they preach the gospel and perform miracles, a bunch of sinners believe the gospel and join the church. And after joining the church, a lot of people was not given to the disciples, and the disciples was not helping others out of gratitude that we are saved through grace. The just shall live by faith, through faith and grace. They were not giving and all that. Barnabas sold everything and gave, and everybody was like praising Barnabas, like, wow, you are saved by grace, and yet you are still giving all these things, like lovely. You understand? So God was pushing the ministry of grace. Remember, it was God that was pushing it and confirming it with miracle. So people that are fighting grace, you are literally fighting God, and God fought a lot of people. You understand? So you that is preaching against the grace of God, you should be washing your life. God have already said, by God, no one is righteous, no one is holy. By prophecy through Elijah, your righteousness is a filthy rag. I don't know whether I should believe your pastor or I should believe God that said your pastor is not holy. So just like your pastors that is trying to be holy, Ananias and Sapphira wanted to show the people too they are holy. So instead to be sincere, as Peter told them, the money is for you, the land is for you. You sold it. You could have come and given 5%. Nobody will quarrel with you like the way your pastor will do. That if it's not up to 10%, God is going to be angry. Nobody will quarrel with you. It was your money. If you have given 2%, nobody would have quarreled with you. If you have said this and that, nobody could have praised you and acknowledged you. You understand? So why lie to us and to God? Why are you trying to pretend that you are holy? Why are you trying to tell us stories of all these like your churches do? So God was defending grace at that time. God was saving grace. Just as you come to my comment section, I'll come and argue and say it's the law, you have to be holy, you have to keep this for eternal life. God was protecting grace at that time, only through grace. So that all the people in the church will not start faking it. And if everybody start faking it, it will not be, it's no longer grace. It's not like you have to be perfect and all that. So they died. You understand? So if your pastor we start explaining the truth that he's not righteous and he's saved by the grace, the members will follow. It is because churches are pretending to be righteous. That's the reason why everybody are pretending to be righteous. It started from the pastor, it started from the roots. He wanted to start with Ananias and Sapphira, and God take them. So everybody was afraid according to the gospel. You understand? Everybody was afraid. The fear of God enter everybody's heart. Don't pretend to be yourself, be transparent. You are a criminal, you are a thief, you are a Yahoo boy, you are a tax collector, you are a this, you are a government official, you are a Roman official, be who you are. Don't come to the church and start pretending holy and that. So everybody was afraid of lying and showing themselves. You understand? I have anger, I have this. So the fear of the Lord increased in their hearts, and more members added to the church. You understand? If it was to prove that if you lie, God will kill you. See, everybody for vanish from the church, but they understood what Barnabas was lying, was trying to act righteous because of the Pharisees' times and all those stuff. That was why. So this message is to let you know that God is defending grace. The gospel of Christ was preached for grace. The reason why God is preaching is for grace. And anything that is not grace, God will not stand for it. So many churches are praying for God rescues and God that you should first check what are the church preaching. Because many Nigerians keep praying for God intervention. God does not always confirm what is not backing. You understand? God can answer you because of the grace of God, because of true faith. Can answer you most of the time, but many times you see him go silent. He will go against yourself. You understand? So I do believe that many of the churches, even in the north and many of that, are not preaching grace. You understand? They're not preaching grace. That is the gospel of Christ, which is the gospel of Jesus Christ. So I'm not condemning, I'm just pointing out that don't pretend before God and man. Be who you are. Let people know that it is through the grace of God that you have been saved.